100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Hello and welcome to Cardiff, where we are taking a tour around the airport on an evening in August. Over at the terminal, ground crews are busy as always and right now being challenged by this Boeing 737-500 of Air Baltic. It has 5 minutes until its scheduled departure and boarding is completed. The stairs are being pulled away and the pushback truck is pulling up right now as well. Just arriving with 30 minutes delay is this average at 100 of SN Brussels Airlines, which now will try to make up a little of the lost time before its return flight to Brussels. There are only 15 minutes left until its scheduled departure for this Aer Lingus going back to Dublin. There is still quite some cargo that needs to be loaded, so the ground crews need to stay focused if they want to send off the plane on time. 25 minutes ago, this Boeing 737-400 of British Airways arrived from London Gatwick, and after having been offloaded is now slowly being prepared for its return flight. Also in the middle of its preparations for its return flight to Paris Charles de Gaulle is this Boeing 737-500 of Air France. It still has about 30 minutes on the ground before it will be pushed out of the ramp. Already on its way out of Cardiff is this Boeing 737-800 of Turkish Airlines that is taxiing towards runway 30. It will shortly be taking off for its flight back to Istanbul. And now, before we look at the traffic at our remote stands, it's time for the news. Safety concerns at Spanair downplayed by airline management. All aircraft are maintained and operated following rules and regulations to the letter. easyJet Go announces withdrawal from Cardiff Airport by 2004. Following the merger of the airlines and restructuring of both companies, we have reassessed our presence at Cardiff and had to make a tough decision to refocus our efforts elsewhere. Ground staff and crews are being offered to transfer to other easyJet locations. The airport management reacted with disappointment to the news. I feel we had a fruitful collaboration with Go and easyJet and are of course disappointed at the decision, but are confident that we can compensate the lost connections in the following months to come, and thereby continuing to offer our passengers a wide range of destinations to choose from. Let's head out to our remote stands opposite the terminal. Here we find a Scandinavian Airlines McDonnell Douglas MD-90, which has 15 minutes until its scheduled departure. Last cargo is being loaded and the last passengers are boarding, so chances for an on-time departure couldn't be much better. Then we have a Boeing 737-200 of Ryanair, which is boarding passengers for its flight back to Dublin. Now let's head over to our furthest remote stands and the maintenance area of the airport. Over at BA Maintenance we have an ERJ145 which will be undergoing a C-check overnight. Then we have a Boeing 737-300 which has been parked for the day and will be waiting for its next assignment the following day. Also an Avrojet 85 of Titan Airways is awaiting its next assignment. Next to that we have a CRJ200 of Eurowings which will be returning to Düsseldorf in about 20 minutes time according to the schedule. The new crew taking over this flight has just arrived and will now only have a few minutes to prepare before the passengers arrive. Holding short at runway 30 is the 737-700 of Hapag-Lloyd Express, which is ready for its return flight to Hanover. Lined up right now on runway 30 is this Fokker 70 of Marliv, which will be heading out in a few seconds, flying back to Budapest. And with that, we have reached the end of today's video. If you have enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like, or if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe. With that, thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next episode of Cardiff.
'Cause the future is now.